I just hope this is going to be good. I understand the original writers and directors, they were involved in this, but we really got to talk about this. What up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Red Ace Talks, a show that we talk about everything and anything. And right before we get to the topic, I just want to remind you that if you do like the episode, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below. Let me know what you think, and also hit the little bell icon. That way you're notified about future Red Ace production videos, such as music videos, chug reviews, and of course, you guessed right, more episodes of Red Ace Talks. Anyways, let's get to it. And we're going to be talking about the Toxic Avenger. Apparently, Legendary Pictures has sent pictures, pictures twice, but pictures of the movie. And usually when that happens, that means the trailer should be following up pretty soon. And believe me, stay tuned, because I'm going to be making a reaction video to that trailer, because I like the original Toxic Avenger. I'll talk more about it, but let's get to the article first. And that is from Cosmic Book News. And that is Toxic Avenger shows off Elijah Wood, Peter Dinklage, and Kevin Bacon. Peter Dinklage stars as the unlikely vigilante in this downward spiraling society. And look at what they did to Elijah Wood. You know what though? Credit where credit's due. Elijah Wood plays a good creep in most of the movies. I'm telling you right now, Maniac, Sin City, list goes on and on. So he really is a good actor when it comes to playing a creep. They made him look like a creep. So I'm expecting him to play like a creep. So here we go. Like I said, we're going to talk more about this after I read this. Legendary Pictures has released new images from the upcoming remake of the Toxic Avenger, including Peter Dinklage, Elijah Wood, Kevin Bacon, and more. The flick follows Dinklage as the titular character as downtrodden janitor Winston Goose, who is involved in a horrible toxic accident that transforms Goose into a new evolution of hero, the Toxic Avenger. Now wielding a glowing mop with superhuman strength, he must race against time to save his son and stop a ruthless and power-hungry tyrant bent on harnessing toxic superpowers to straighten his polluted empire. Now here we show pictures of Peter Dinklage. I guess they gave him the ballerina outfit. I'm guessing this is where he gets set up, because that was in the original, but it was like, in the original it was a janitor getting set up by like the hot girl because he was a janitor at the gym, so he got set up for the girl. So, she made him wear the ridiculous outfit. So I'm guessing that's where, that's what that scene is, why he's wearing that. Peter Dinklage is the Toxic Avenger. There was a terrible industrial accident that renders him into a mutant and an outcast, but also gives him some super strength and super abilities that sets him on a path of being an unlikely vigilante in the downward spiraling society, directed by Macon Blair, filled in EW.com. Macon continues, similar to the original Toxic Avenger, he's singularly unqualified to be a hero. He's not especially brave, he's not especially crafty, but he has his heart in the right place, and he starts taking it to the limit. And when he's pushed to the corner, oh man! All right, so they're not doing it from the original Toxic Avenger. Toxic Avenger was like a horror movie. Toxic Avenger 2 was when they did the superhero aspect and whatnot. So they're going with that. Because like I said, Toxic 1 is really much like a horror gore. But look at Elijah Wood though. Guy looks like Chris. he looks like a cross between what's his face from Phantasm and Christopher Lloyd, like a young version of Christopher Lloyd and Dennis the Menace. Elijah Wood plays a villain. The article reveals that Elijah Wood is playing a villain named Fritz Garbinger. I wanted to feel like a Peter Sellers type of performance where he just goes invisible. The idea is that you forget that it's the Elijah that you know from Lord of the Rings or anything else, said Blair, about the star of the Lord of the Rings. Well, you know what? I'm sorry, but we've seen Elijah play creepy roles, and we're going to hold him to that status because he plays it really good, which is very odd and, should I say, again, creepy. But no, I heard he's a pretty cool guy. For people I know that met Elijah Wood. So, anyways, look at Kevin Bacon playing the tyrant. Kevin Bacon plays the brother. Kevin Bacon is revealed to be playing corporate overlord Bob Garbinger, who is the brother of Wood's character. Bacon also says Bacon's making bacon. There you go. I just caught that. Bacon says bacon. Villain is in the mold of Lex Luthor, where they have all this money and resources at their disposal, but he's just a kind of a disaster. Wood is in the rut of the family. Wood is the runt of the family, I should say, whereas the older brother is the golden god. So that's their dynamic. He's kind of a henchman at this corrupt company. So honestly, when I first heard about this, I thought Kevin Bacon was going to be the main bad guy, but it seems like he's the henchman. That's the way they're saying. And Elijah Wood is the main character. The main bad guy. I thought it was the other way around. I thought, Elijah Wood was like a secondary villain, but they're making him the main villain. So, yeah, I think it's more pressure on Elijah Wood. But you know what? I think, listen, I had to see Maniac and Sin City, and like I said, the list goes on and on about him playing like a villainous creep. He could definitely pull this. This is up his alley. That's great casting, honestly. I think like the Kevin Bacon and Elijah Wood, I have no problem with at all. That's probably making me. Those are the two aspects that's making me want to see this movie, honestly. Because Peter Dinklage, him being the Toxic Avenger. But anyways, let's keep on going. Killer Nuts. That's the character called. Per the pick above. It's like it's a rejected Insane Clown Posse. Well, it was like a rejected Insane Clown Posse that wore the Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix's Joker makeup by accident. Anyway, per the pick above, further details include the pair of brothers have a gang of dangerous lunatics at their disposal known as Killer Nuts, who are comprised of murderers and musicians. Oh boy, I hope we're not going to get a musical number in this. It's bad enough the Joker 2 has that, which make me not want to see that movie. Okay, so we're going to continue. Taylor Page and Jacob Tremblay. Taylor Page is also playing J.J. Doherty, described as part investigative reporter and part vigilante detective. And Jacob Tremblay is playing Dinklage's stepson, Wade, described as a quote-unquote special kid who's sweet, but he's got some anxiety issues. Akon as, I would say, I think they meant Macon, because Macon was the, so Macon as, I'm going to put that M right there for them. That's all compounded by this lack of connected with his new father. Toxic Avenger premieres at the upcoming Fantastic Fest, which runs September 21st to the 28th in Austin, Texas. The flick also stars Macon, Bacon. Anyway, Macon, Sarah Niles, Julian Kostoff, and Jane Levy. Jane Levy was from the remake of Evil Dead, the Evil Dead remake. The film is a reboot of, they gotta go a reboot of the classic 1984 film that spawned 3 sequels from Lloyd Kaufman and Trauma Films, where James Gunn got his start. See? So this is where James Gunn got the idea. And I that's why Kevin Bacon was in it, because Kevin Bacon was in that movie Super. Anyways, yeah. So, and here's the Toxic. Here's the picture that really made me lose interest fast, finding out Peter Dinklage was the Toxic Avenger with the glowing mop. The glowing mop, really, that came from the Toxic Crusader. That came from the Toxic Crusader cartoon. Anyways, I know this is a long video. I had to put my own little spin on it while reading this, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to wait for the trailer. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited for the Toxic Avenger? You guys think that what I was going to say is that they should have got a big guy to be the Toxic Avenger monster and had Peter Dinklage be the before and maybe a flashback scene and whatnot? I don't know. Anyways, I got to get going. For the past, the present, for the future, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until next time, keep it brutal. Be safe. See you later.